Hi friends, I'm Mary at Alaskan Homemaker. Today I'm making a freezer meal item, twice baked potatoes, and also sweet and sour meatballs. So we're gonna get started on the potatoes. I have my oven preheated to 350 and I've washed and dried these potatoes. And now I'm gonna poke each potato with a knife, at least three pokes in each potato. If you don't poke your potatoes and you bake them, they explode in the oven. Ask me how I know. Okay, and now we're going to stick these in the oven. It'll probably take about an hour to bake. And then we'll start on the meatballs. Okay, and for our meatballs, we're going to need 1.5 pounds of ground beef. So I'm going to get that into the bowl. Okay, and we're going to need some chopped onion. I'm going to do about 1/2 of an onion. I want to do a really fine dice so there's no huge pieces of onion. And we need some ginger. I've got some ginger that I diced up a bit and then froze, but I want it to be a little bit finer of a dice, so I'm going to just chop it up just a little bit more. That way no one gets a big huge chunk of ginger. Okay, and we need 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs. I've got my sourdough, homemade sourdough breadcrumbs right here. I'll get 1/2 cup of those. We need a teaspoon of salt. This is 1/2 teaspoon, so we're going to do 2 of those. Okay, and we need some garlic. And here's my garlic. I puree it and then I freeze it. And I'm going to add some of this for this, and then I need some for our twice baked potatoes also. Okay, and now I'm going to put on a glove and mix this together. Give this a good mix. The inside is still a little bit frozen. Now we're going to get this tray. I've got some parchment paper on here so it'll be easy to clean up. Okay, I've got clean hands and I'm gonna just roll these up about that size is a good size. This recipe calls for a whole onion, but I don't like loads of onion in it, so I just put half of onion in here. Okay, we're gonna get these in the oven. Now we're gonna start our sauce while everything's baking. Okay, for our sauce, we need 1 cup of brown sugar. Okay, we need 3 tablespoons of flour. One and a half cups of vinegar. A 1/4 cup of soy sauce. Oops. There we go. Okay, and 1 cup of ketchup. Okay, and now we're gonna cook this over medium heat. Before I turn the heat on, I'm just gonna give this a good whisk so we don't have lumps in here. Okay, that's looking pretty good. So we're gonna get this going, I think about on a little higher than medium. The meatballs are done. I always like to, instead of doing a big, huge freezer cooking day, whatever I'm making, I just like to make 1 extra of it. That way I can have 1 in the freezer for busy days or days that I don't feel like cooking or something like that. So that's what I'm doing today. 1's gonna be for dinner and then 1's gonna be for the freezer. I'm gonna spray my glass pans, and these freeze well. All you have to do is the day that you're going to eat, you know you don't have time to cook or you don't feel like cooking, you can take 1 of these out in the morning and just let it thaw. I let mine thaw on my counter, and then it's thawed out by the time it's dinner time, and then I can just stick it in the oven and it's not going to break the glass or anything, because then you don't have to keep buying reusable containers. You can just use glass. I need to pump some more air into this. Okay, I'm going to spray them with oil so that they won't stick. And this is the perfect size for my family, these 8x8 pans. If you have a larger family, you can just double the recipe and then do a 13x9, or however many times you want to, however many freezer meals you want to have of the meatballs, just double, triple, quadruple, whatever you need. But an 8x8 is perfect for our family. Okay, and now I'm going to get these meatballs into these pans. I'm just going to divide them up. Okay, and here's our sweet and sour sauce that we made. So I'm just gonna put half of the sauce in this one and half in this other one. I have jasmine rice left over from last night's dinner, so I'm just going to serve it with that. I'm going to get a spatula so I can get every bit of that good sauce out. My mess. The potatoes are still baking in the oven, but the meatballs are done. We will taste one of the small meatballs. Make sure it's dipped in that sauce. Okay, we're gonna give one of these meatballs a taste. That is so delicious. This is a great freezer meal. You guys are gonna love it. It's really good served over rice. I'll bring you guys back as soon as the potatoes are done. I'm gonna wrap this one for the freezer. I'm gonna put one layer of saran wrap. Which make sure you take it off before you put it in the oven when you go to cook it from being frozen. And I'm gonna get one layer of aluminum foil, and I'm going to write on here sweet and sour meatballs. Sweet and sour meatballs. And today is the 17th, November 17th, 22. Get this on top. And then when this is completely cool, I'm going to get this in the freezer. And this one is for tonight, so I'm just gonna put a cover on this. Set this aside. Okay, and I think our potatoes are ready to start working on those. There's a lot of steam. Here's our potatoes. Okay, and I do like to cut these while they're hot. So, I'm gonna go like this, and they're really hot, so just be careful. So I'm gonna go like this, and then we need to scoop out the inside, so I use a pot holder. These are clean pot holders. I know they have stains, but they're clean. Okay, and then I'm using the pot holder so I don't burn my hands. And then scrape out as much as you can without breaking the shell of the potato. There we go. Here's a huge one. A serrated knife works really good to cut these skins on the potatoes. Okay, and this one's a huge one. These are Alaska potatoes. Okay, I'm gonna bring you guys back after I get all these shelled and show you the next step. Okay, I moved everything to a bigger bowl. 10 pounds of potatoes is a lot, so I moved it in here so I'll have room for my potato masher. I'm gonna put garlic in here. And the amount of things will depend on how much that you put, how many potatoes that you have that you're cooking. For freezer meals, I'm going to put the butter in here so it can start getting melted. This is 4 tablespoons of butter. And I'm going to put that underneath so all that butter can start melting. Okay, I'm going to put some sour cream. I'm going to put the rest of this container. This container has about that much in there. And I pulled out some Greek yogurt in case this isn't enough sour cream. And I've got some buttermilk ranch dressing. I get mine from Azure Standard, but you can use the Hidden Valley Ranch packets or any dry ranch powder mix that you like. Probably gonna do 4 tablespoons right now, and we'll adjust the seasoning as we go. I'll taste it and see how it tastes. Okay, and we'll put in some dill. This is a 3/4 teaspoon, and I put 3 of those, and then I think I'll put that much in salt too. Okay, and then get some black pepper. I get peppercorns from Azure Standard also, and then I grind a bunch up for cooking purposes. So I think I'll put 1 3/4 teaspoon pepper in there. Okay, I think we've got everything so far. Let's see if that butter is getting melted. Looks like it is. Okay. Now I've got my potato masher. I'm going to mash everything up, and then we're going to add some sharp cheddar cheese in here. Okay, so we're going to get in here and get this mixed up. Okay, I think we're going to add some of this Greek yogurt in here too. I have about this much left. I want this to be really creamy. It smells really good. These are really good. My kids love these. They make a good snack or a good side dish or a good lunch. You can just take one out and microwave it, or you can pop it in the oven. And you can just adjust the seasonings to your taste and your liking. They freeze really well. This is one of my favorite freezer meal items. We're gonna taste this now that we adjusted the seasonings. That's really good. Now we're gonna add cheddar cheese. So I'm just gonna add, I buy the blocks of cheese and shred it myself so that it melts a lot nicer and everything. And it tastes good. Okay, so I'm gonna put that much cheese and see how that looks. When you serve these, you can top them with bacon bits and green onions or whatever you like. I'm going to put just a little more cheese. We like a lot of cheese. Let's see how that looks. Okay, that looks good. Okay, now we're gonna stuff our potato shells. So I just take a potato shell, and now everything's cooled off now. Nice and cool. And stuff your little shells. Like that. Go. I will bring you back after I get these shells filled. Okay, I've got them all filled, and now I'm going to show you how I like to wrap them up. They're cooled off now, so I like to just freeze each one wrapped in saran wrap, so you can just pull one out and warm it up, or you can grab however many you need. Wrap it up like that, and then I'm going to wrap all of these individually like that, and then I'm going to put them on the sheet pan and flash freeze them, and then I'm going to stick them inside of the freezer Ziploc gallon bags. It'll probably take maybe like 3 or 4 of them to fit all these potatoes in, but it'll be really good. This is a delicious side dish, and the sweet and sour meatballs are really good too. It's so awesome to have freezer items, meals, and side dishes and things that you can just pull out when you're too tired to cook or you don't have time to cook, and then you can still have a great home-cooked meal. Thank you for spending time with me. I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.